Hey everyone, Hybrid Toy Reviews here. Just wanting to remind you all about these figures that I'm doing a raffle style giveaway on. We're trying to raise some funds for a big Toys for Tots shopping spree. I'm going to link the video with all the information in the description below. Let's go ahead and get into this review. Hey everyone, Hybrid Toy Reviews here, wanting to take a look at the Star Wars The Black Series Gaming Greats Riot Scout Trooper from Star Wars Jedi Survivor. The game's not out yet, but we're starting to get a couple of the Gaming Greats Enemy Enforcer Troopers, so it's always cool to kind of get that early. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the review and see what we're getting here. Alright, you guys know the drill. As always, we start by taking a look at the packaging. This is your soon-to-be-gone forever, but standard Galaxy packaging with the window up front. Got your Black Series logo up top with a big window showing the figure and his accessories off nicely. Gaming Great sticker. Star Wars Jedi Survivor across front, Riot Scout Trooper, Warning 4+ Hasbro. The side of the box features your artwork of the trooper holding a shield, looking all stoic as hell. You got some TIE Fighters and Star Destroyers up above them there, looking nice. Riot Scout Trooper at the bottom. Around this side, you got your Gaming Greats logo up top, your wraparound window, your wraparound blue stripe, and your Black Series logo at the bottom. Around back, up top, you got a Black Series logo again. You got a zoomed-in version of that artwork, Riot Scout Trooper again, and then a bio in varying languages. Pause and read whichever language applies best to you. He's number 14 in the Gaming Greats lineup. Below that, you have a bunch of legalese, your Disney, Hasbro, barcode, more legalese underneath that. Up top, you got your hanger tab and your window, which lets a little bit of light in the box, should you be one of those losers that keeps your toys in the box. I opened mine, so without further ado, let's do that and see what we're getting here. Alright, so here we have the Riot Scout Trooper out of the box, and as always, we'll start by taking a look at our accessories. So, to be noted up front, this is 99% the Jedi Fallen Order Scout, which we will compare more shortly. So it comes with that exact same, almost exact same, shock baton. It's the club with the extending end that'll collapse down or open up. It looks even better when the camera focuses, like so. It has a nice little blue energy effect going on. Something to note, and when I get all the light on it, is a little bit of a lighter gray versus the darker gray that the original one was. So that is something to note about this. It's minimally different, but tiny change. So a nice accessory and very game accurate, at least a Jedi Fallen Order. The new accessory, and I do have to give kudos here, is the Riot Shield. Now this looks amazing. It has some excuse me. It has some beautiful sculpting, just with a lot of little dings in it all over the entire surface of the shield. The camera is almost not even doing it justice. When you get in person, though, you see a lot of it on camera. But there's a lot of texture work here. This guy has, held back a lot of riots with this shield. Got some nice sculpted, vents and stuff, because it's got to be Star Warsy and have vents. Around back, the paint scheme matches except for the black area in the center, where you have the wrist strap, which has a split in it to get the arm through, and actually a very nice looking handle, I gotta say. And he holds this thing really well. I mean, you kind of just fish the arm through the strap, and then just get the hand to grab the handle. He has really good wrist vertical hinge, being that original Scout Trooper body, from 2014. So you can actually get him holding it rather nicely. And I love that red translucent visor there. And when you get him to hold it up, you can see the helmet. It's a nice crystal clear visor. I mean, I give credit. The shield here is actually really, really well done. It's weird, we're 2 for 2 on Black Series shields now, because I really like that Gungan one too. But yeah, this is just a really nice, well-done accessory. I gotta say, I have a few of the Jedi Fallen Order Scouts, and I almost passed on this, but I decided to sell a couple of them, leaving me with 2 of the originals, and then pick up just one of this version. And honestly, I'm glad I did that for the shield. Now, you might be wondering, where's the third accessory? Because if you look at his right boot, which is the same right boot that every Black Series Scout Trooper has ever had, you see a nice empty holster. And surely they wouldn't do what they did with the Holiday Mandalorian and give us another empty holster. Well, I gotta tell you, whoever made this choice at Hasbro is a real joke. Like, come on. Look, I've never been one to go, repaint's bad, reuse bad, it's lazy. That's not my go. But the only new thing here is this shield, and it's well done, and I'm giving you credit. This body was made in 2013, 2014. Has it not paid for itself in the number of reissues it's had? And then the vest and the shock wand are reuses from the original version. And there's not even any paint differences here. Like, there is nothing, the tooling cost here is zero outside of the shield. They didn't make a figure. They reproduced a figure and then threw in a shield. Are you telling me that the budget was not there for the pistol? Look, if the pistol was here, I'd put it in that holster and never ever use it. Don't get me wrong there. But the empty holster is awful. Either give us a pistol for the holster or mirror the digital sculpt for that boot and put it over here so that we don't have a holster on it. How does this happen? So, gripes aside, because I can make a bitch fest of this. I'm capable. But that's all right. That's just why Hasbro employees' wives go on Tinder while they're at work. So, outside of that, it is a really nice looking Riot Scout Trooper. It looks like a Scout Trooper wearing a harness. There's nothing bad to be said. It has some nice red paint going for the wires that go down to the cuff on the arm, which I suppose in-game powers the wand. But it's just a Scout Trooper. We've had a bunch of these before. Is it worth $29.99? No. Wait for a deal. Get on that GameStop $5 tote bag sale. It's a Scout Trooper. Let's do some comparisons, I suppose. Just to drop in the first version that we got, who has a pistol in the holster that I've never taken out, but makes the holster look nicer, having something in it. They use a darker plastic for the vest strap overlays, and instead of the wires being copper like they are here, they're just red over there. That looks nice. I'm still seething with rage. That's about the only change here. Let's do some articulation before I just get rid of this guy. Features a ball on a hinge for the head, allows him to look that far up, which is nice. Bury his chin, rotation, pivot. Arms can come up, not quite to a T pose between the shoulder pads and the straps conflicting there. 360 at the shoulder. No butterfly joints because it's a 9-year-old sculpt at this point, if not 10. Double jointed elbows, though. Can come all the way up. That's nice. Might not have mentioned it, but a bicep swivel. 360 on the wrist, both of them hinging up and down. Both of them featuring trigger fingers for the gun that he doesn't come with. Mid-torso ball joint, allowing him to crunch that far forward, which is basically nothing. Not back at all because of this big cylinder on the back of the harness. His legs can kick pretty far apart, pretty far forward, a little bit back. Upper thigh rotation. Double jointed knees, which are kind of stiff, but they go rather far. Boot rotation. The feet point down. Feet go forward, and there's a forward-facing pin for rocker. Allowing you to get some pretty decently wide stances, both feet flat on the ground. You know, doing Scout Trooper stuff like swinging a club and definitely never using his pistol. To do some size comparisons, how about we bring in the 13th Battalion clone, who is from this assortment of gaming grades that all seem to have hit at the same time, which is nice, I'm not complaining. And he tips over because that's what mine does. And then the Jedi Survivor KX security droid, just because they do look nice together like that. As you see, he scales nicely, even if he is unarmed. So, end of the day, what do I think of the Scout Trooper? Well, joking aside about seething with rage, which I still am, but I'm able to bottle up a little better now. It's fine. It's the same figure we had before. Trade out the gun for a shield. Can't have that third accessory, otherwise it's deluxe, right? So, you know, honestly, the Scout Trooper body holds up, even though I imagine it's 10 years old. That was just a state that the mold has paid for itself, and we shouldn't be considering the mold as having much value. But the shield is really beautifully done. There's a lot of nice work done there. The, you know, the shock wand thing is nice as ever. It's nothing bad really to be said, other than just the I don't know. I mean, it feels like corner cutting. You know, I mean, look, do this in the regular main line, it'd still suck, but like, you know, the gaming greats are already sold at a markup between the exclusive cost and then the GameStop tax on top. And you're going to short me that little 2-cent pistol. I don't know. I mean, they seem so easy to lose, and I've not lost them in any of my other Scout Troopers or my Imperial Guards or my Senate Guards. And so now I have a guy with an empty holster, and it makes me look like some kind of clueless guy who lost his pistol. I'm like, no, I didn't lose it. Hasbro lost it. He didn't give it to me. So, I don't know. I'm upset, but like, I'm not going to let it ruin the figure for me. The pistol not being there sucks. The rest of the figure's great. Do I recommend it? Honestly, just on the basis that they're trying to cut corners, I recommend it, but don't pay full price. Wait for it to inevitably hit a sale. Wait for GameStop to have one of their days where, you know, Hasbro products are 20% off today only or whatever, because they do that kind of thing. You know, Hasbro or Marvel Legends, you know, Star Wars, however, collectibles, you know, however they choose to label it, it will inevitably be under some sort of sale at some point, just as GameStop really regularly runs sales, and it does kind of nicely usually knock off that extra $5. So keep an eye out for that. I'm going to go. I have reviews of figures to make that hopefully turn out nicer. And thanks for watching. It means a lot that you did. If you enjoyed, just leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that end of video stuff. I'll be back soon with more videos. Catch you then. Bye.